Howdy, folks. Welcome to sessions of expression number 7. Let me adjust my beautiful hair real quick. I'm gonna be showing you guys while I'm talking a piece that I'm working on currently. This is a part of an ongoing series that I've been working on for years, but in this case now I'm actually working in larger. Uh, these pieces, I believe, are 20 inches more or less by 14 inches. I'm not really sure. But they are all a part of my surreal series where I combine imagery that has multiple ways of being seen. Some things will look like others, images melting into one another, hidden details, stories being told, and really it's all as any art is, right? It's all an expression, an exploration of this person, me, my mind, and as I was working on this piece, I was realizing that I got into it quickly. I found myself thinking about how I've been able to work through a lot of things, digest a lot of my personal experience, and get to this point where I can more fluidly jump in and put down marks from onto paper, onto whatever, start forming, shaping things more directly from thought. And that took a while. And there was a period of time in my life where it was actually, excuse me, where it was actually difficult to get past some barriers of sorts that would keep me stagnant, creatively stagnant. You know, as people would call it, artist block, some writer's block. People who write, blah blah blah. But look at me, look at that face. Such concentration, so much art. And yeah, after much self-loathing, much time in recognizing what it is that I was repeating in my own head, hearing in myself what I was feeling. I was digesting all those things, and at this point it turned into the ability to not give a shit. It's the releasing the grasp on worry, and also realizing that when before I would probably think worry had a grip on me, it was me holding on to worry, it was me holding on to fear, it was me holding on to XYZ. And I think that goes for a lot of us. We tend to think that something has us, but it does often come down to being us having it and not wanting to release it because we've become accustomed to it. We are comfortable and are scared of what it would be like to not be dependent on something toxic. And I was tired of it. I was fucking tired of it, and really wanted to see my creative potential flourish, fucking expand and explode. And I'm seeing that now, and as I've been saying, it takes a lot of effort, but that doesn't mean don't do it, you know? And that effort doesn't have to be done in one day. You can't do that. It's the intention, really. The intention of wanting to go forward. The intention of wanting to move into that space of being that person that we know that we can be, and diving into the things that come to mind, that after we set the intention, we start getting these ideas of like, oh, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. And instead of just saying maybe, we actually go into them. We actually give them a try. We actually go in knowing that we will fail. And from that failure, from that failing, we learn and we fucking grow. We grab so much. Like right here, all these techniques that I have, that I'm applying here, those wouldn't be there. I wouldn't have these abilities, have these tricks up my sleeve if it wasn't for attempting to do stuff. Now I have a style because I actually repeated these things and saw success after failure. You fail enough, you do it often enough, you get the failures out of the way, then you start getting good, and from good, you get style. You find your style, you find your way, your method, and nobody can take that from you, and nobody can be that other than you. When you are going into your own path, there's no point in competing with anybody else or worrying about the people that want to compete with you in the things that you're doing, because you're on your path. You can't compete. It's pointless, it's stupid, it's ridiculous. So with that in mind, that helps a shit ton. It helped me a ton to realize, okay, why the fuck am I going to allow the thoughts of these people siphon my energy towards them when I need this energy? I need this energy to create. I need this energy to move forward, to do what I want to do. So that's a solid tip, I think, for all of you listening and watching right now. But yes, but as you're looking at this video, I am working on a butt right here. And the idea that I was going with in the shiny parts on top of the cheeks is that those highlights are actually like open spaces, and the darker edge around the highlights, those are going to be like clouds that are at the rim of this bright spot. I'm not really sure what I want to happen there, but I know that I'm going to do more like dimensional stuff, have stuff come out of the butt maybe. But yeah, again, these pieces, these surreal pieces that I like, in this one in particular, they are a snapshot of my inner workings. Sometimes I think of it, or think of my work as almost like sneezing or puking. Like, maybe these things aren't me, but there's stuff within me that has to come out for me to see in order for me to harmonize more completely, to like heal more fully. And that's a really good reason to get into it, you know, to do these things and not worry about doing grotesque art, horror art, dark art, crazy things, weird stuff. Whatever comes out, you know. Art is art, and there's no reason to worry. There's no point in worrying. There's no point in stressing out about what others will think and having ourselves be limited by other people who are limiting themselves. You know, we gotta cut the cycle somewhere. We gotta cut the chain somewhere, because that's garbage. That's bullshit, you know. Just fucking away with that. Away. Slap that shit away with that tentacle that I'm working on. But yeah, in this piece, I think this like bottom half or bottom area of it is it's like the darkness maybe within us, within me, being faced with the light above, the ideals that are so hard to get to, the ideals that scare us, the ideals that make us feel like we're inferior, when in fact those ideals aren't have no intention of making us feel inferior. We are doing that to ourselves because we're not willing to move towards those higher ideals, towards that energy, because it takes effort. We'd rather pretend, be pretentious and say that we are great, that we are okay, that we are amazing, without putting in the effort to be such things, right? All those things take a lot of effort. It takes a lot of failure to become a great person. It takes a lot of effort to become a master of anything, of anything of good, anything of value. Requires chiseling, requires pressure and heat and tumbling and fucking scarring and getting all the fear out, because we go through a shit ton of fear, so like here it's rising up, going through those things and meeting those higher ideals. I'm not a perfect person, but I'm definitely working towards reaching those things because I just want to do great art. Much love to y'all. Peace.